Good evening, all. Suburban Sentinel here, coming to you once again from deep inside the Arabian Peninsula. It's Saturday night here in the kingdom, meaning it's time for me to go back to work, but I hope the rest of you back in the US are enjoying your weekend. I wanted to take a few moments and make a video response to the Prepared Minds little quip on America finally waking up. And I have to agree that perhaps America, or more specifically, most Americans, are finally awakening from this deep trance of unreality that we have been living under for far too long. An ever-increasing number of Americans are finally realizing that government entities, business and social institutions have, for all intents and purposes, lost their legitimacy. The higher echelons of political and business leadership is comprised mostly of sociopaths and fools who don't give a shit about the American people. Quite frankly, I have a hard time understanding why it's taking so long for the American people to awaken from this deep sleep or trance about the realities we are facing in the current environment. Anyone with a keen sense of the obvious can see that we, America, and along with the rest of the world, are in grave trouble. America is supposed to be a free country and a democratic republic, but we all know that is bullshit. From the Supreme Court legitimizing the bribery of public officials with millions, if not billions, of dollars, we are no longer represented by elected officials. To the government spying on all private citizens' phone calls and private emails in clear violation of the Fourth Amendment, this country makes George Orwell look like a damn optimist. Government entities at the federal, state, and local levels continue to institutionalize oppression of those without political clout or financial resources. By way of example, we still have race-based policing, civil asset forfeiture laws, and the like. Many elements of our justice system have been rigged to benefit a very few people by way of for-profit prisons at the expense of those who are disenfranchised within our country. In addition, that justice system, as to criminal defendants, favor those with wealth and influence. The American economy is in recovery and getting stronger each day. And if you believe that bullshit, I have a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. The truth is that America has become a fascist state run by oligarchs and their political puppets. The markets are rigged, and the economic numbers they are reporting are a complete fantasy. That private criminal enterprise known as the Federal Reserve, which makes all of the mafia families of the 20th century look like rank amateurs, has been printing money into oblivion, and our Congress has been spending us into an unsustainable debt structure that can never, ever be repaid. Meanwhile, the blathering idiots in Washington go on and on about American exceptionalism. Yes, we start wars with foreign nations based on lies, deceit, and assorted bullshit. And the result of those wars is not to improve anything. We just create new and better enemies. Those young people who went off to war to fight on behalf of the bankers and cowardly psychopaths come home to an indifferent and sometimes even abusive system for their trouble. While we are busy spending trillions of dollars that we don't have on pointless wars, our infrastructure at home is crumbling, our schools and school infrastructure is falling apart, and our people are in no way, shape, or form ready to take on the competitive challenges of the new global century. Overseas, America's reputation as the great beacon of freedom and democracy has been replaced with that of an aggressive and extremely violent empire exercising its will over sovereign states using its vast military resources. I'm very glad that more and more Americans seem to be waking up to the reality going on around us. Our country needs to change course drastically on so many fronts, and we don't have the time to mess around. I hope it's not too late already. If you have friends and family that are still caught in the trance of normalcy, or who are still buying the bullshit from our leaders that everything is just fine and dandy, do your best to wake them up. Thanks for watching, and I am sorry for ranting. This is the Suburban Sentinel. Please thumbs up and subscribe if you like what you see. Questions, enlightening comments, and differing opinions are always welcome. Be safe, everybody.